2016 Fab Frosh Camp, sponsored by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, dedicated to all better. CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Crossover, get your game brain on. And Miller Grove Men's Basketball, Reclaiming the Crown documentary.
And we are back here at McEachern High School. We move on from the top 40 game on to the top 20 game here. Marcus Burnett joined by David Dickerson. I appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV as we're ready to jump this thing up. And the top 40 game, it was the White All-Stars that were able to win that game. Team White gets the first possession. And we get our first trip to the free throw line here in this matchup by number 72. This is Grant Huffman representing the Buckeye State of Ohio.
Absolutely. Some real athletes in this this game, Marcus. I mean, you know, some kids that are going to be flat out contributors to their high school programs. In fact, some of them are going to be actually stars here, and you will be hearing about them get tested, and if you just you know, look at the physicality, what we talked about. This young man is an absolute beast. Jerron Dexter. I understand this 79. I understand he has an opportunity to that he's a big-time football prospect already, rising into 9th grade as well.
Nice that he's a multi-sport athlete. Did you see him run the floor and lay that in? It's nice to be able to have options, but I say, given the past few days of NBA free agency, you wonder if he's thinking, man, hey, football is great, but I wouldn't mind getting some of that NBA money down the road.
That's right, that NBA. That was Miles Studi there, a recent transplant to the Washington, D.C. area, will be attending Gonzaga High School, and he is from Minneapolis originally. Started attending school in the Washington area back in December. One of our standout players from the Junior All-American camp. Love the kid. He shoots the ball really well, as you can see. 6'7", just dropped the 3. Perfect timing, Mark. I was just talking him up, and he plants for that shot.
Right on cue.
Really good players in this game too. Young man that is going to, I'm sure, here very shortly wow us. Woo. Big shot from the corner, number 99, who's had a great camp as well. Dudley Blackwell, young man out of Florida. Oh, and it's good to see 84 in the game. Corey Walker, another Florida kid, going to Bishop Snyder, about 6'7", 6'8", had a pretty hard collision earlier in the day, and they thought that he might have a concussion. And so the trainer, and I know the doctor looked at him, so he must be he'll be okay. He had a great camp up until that point. That happened earlier this morning.
Couldn't agree more. Glad to see him out there taking flight. Still got enough juice in those legs here to finish that one above the rim. That's number 103.
Yes, sir. That is Chris Moore out of Memphis, Arkansas. West Memphis, Arkansas is where he's headed. He is one of those athletes that I was talking about, already acknowledged as one of the top players in his class. He is special.
I believe he's led the camp in scoring.
Yes.
This weekend.
Yes, he has.
All of our stats provided by Legit Sports Stats. Wanted to shout those guys out. They do a great job, not only at the Fab Frosh Camp, Super Soft Camp, but with what they do in the DMV area as well.
Yeah, even expanding now into lacrosse. But they're my go-to guys. Another Marcus. We got another Marcus.
Hey, good guys to keep around, man.
Yeah, well, and actually, you know what? He's and I take that back. It's close. Big slam there from Jordan Tolles, one of the top players in the class out of Baltimore, Maryland. Going to be attending St. Francis. He is, again, one of those special kids. There we go, Miles Studi getting it going. Miles got a slow start this weekend, but boy, he can shoot that ball.
Case in point, as he knocks that one down. Like the way this one has started. It's been splashing from the outside and good play all around. Getting a piece of that one on the defensive end was Chris Moore. Has that one taken away, though.
Yeah, great hanging layup there by number 69, Jaden Springer. Jaden Springer got the award for really the top kid in class in the camp, top prospect. I had him on my team, and he is a athletic scoring machine. He has all the abilities to hang in the air and change directions and use his offhand. Really going to be very good.
Makes that trip to the free throw line there, and there on your replay you saw that Jordan Tolles above the rim finish, earning a trip.
This is another one of those special Jacksonville kids, Gerald Dokes. I was calling him Gerald Oaks all weekend, just because I didn't, for some reason, didn't have the proper last name for him. But man, this kid is an athlete. He can play. Like some of a couple of Louisiana kids we've had in the last few years, they kind of come out of nowhere because they don't, maybe get as much attention. Smaller states, but he can play.
We got a quick break. I got to show that another replay of that off the glass oop. Caught up by Tolles. Having fun.
And for those of you who are streaming this and watching at home and we'll be looking at this game later, that was a 14-year-old you saw do that. You're not watching college basketball. Young man with a 3. C.J. Welcher is a beast scoring machine going to St. Benedict's up in New Jersey. Love this kid. Finally got a chance to see him at an Under Armour event maybe 3 months ago. And I told his parents he has to come to Fab Frosh. I'll drive up to Jersey and pick him up myself to bring him. He's really, really that good. Great young man, fantastic attitude, and just really, really skilled. Look to hear big things from him. St. Benedict's is a great player in the New Jersey. Oh, great pass there. Dumped into to Big Cameron, kid out of D.C. Cameron Miles headed to Theodore Roosevelt.
Anthony Thomas,
D.C.
Anthony Thomas with the helper. I tell you, for a guy I'm waiting to make his presence felt, he just grabbed that rebound. That's number 76, Rashad McDaniels.
Mr. Rashad. Rashad was our MVP and outstanding player in our junior All-American camp last year here in Atlanta. Was absolutely dominant, but what a difference a year makes, because while he has gotten better, he's pretty much bigger than everybody last year. Now he is, certifiably, playing 1 and 2, not 3 and 4 like he was last year with 7th and 8th graders. He is a great player, great kid. Love his attitude. He's actually one of the camp favorites. Makes friends fast. Everybody knows him. Good kid. Got a big future ahead of him.
4-point game as we come up on the 3-minute mark. Long rebound going to be brought the other way by Patterson. Patterson to kick it out to the wing. 3-point attempt.
Oh, good steal there. Kid from Minneapolis. good guard. Lucy Patterson goes to Brooklyn Center. Was actually one of Miles' teammates, Miles Studi, when he was in Minneapolis. Did a great job. Came down last year to junior All-American camp as well. Good block by CJ on one of my favorite kids. Cameron Byers has a great attitude. Baltimore kid, headed to St. Francis along with Jordan Tolles. But one of the funnest kids, great attitude, great personality. Hasn't finished growing yet either. He's coming in right now at about 6'6", 6'7". And I had an opportunity. He's been in our gym quite a bit, coming down all the way down from Baltimore. So he's a great kid.
It's a good sequence right there for Mashburn. He had scored on the previous play. Then he comes down and takes a charge there on that other possession on the defensive end. Can't get that three-pointer to go, but
good steal.
You like to see that.
Good steal and finish by Artwan Burnett out of Alabama, Birmingham kid, very athletic. And if that name Jamal Mashburn sounds somewhat familiar to you guys, his dad was a fantastic NBA All-Pro player.
Matter of fact, you can see him sitting baseline there over by the score clock.
Yeah, absolutely. Been here all weekend, and been great with the campers and parents, and talking to them, and great guy. Probably among the most successful post-NBA business people that we have. I think in his portfolio he owns 35 Outbacks and several Wendy's. There's a Lexus dealership. There's a Lincoln Mercury dealership.
Diversified portfolio.
And he's just smart. He was always smart. I had an opportunity to work with him, back in my days working for a sports agency, and he's just one of the brighter guys. He got it. Originally out of Harlem, and Jamal was a problem. Many people will remember, the Kentucky National Championship with Richard Pitino. But Jamal was a problem for other teams to deal with. They all had to adjust to him. He was a masterful offensive player. He could give it to you anyway. He could shoot it on you. He could go by you. He could pass. There really wasn't anything that he couldn't do. And he had a couple severe knee injuries and was able to come back and still be an All-Pro. Great guy, and seems like his son now. They're down in Florida, and it seems like his son now is following in those footsteps.
He was masterful. He was the monster mash. We're going to step away here from the Fab Frosh camp and be right back with the top 20 game.
The 2016 Fab Frosh Camp, sponsored by Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, dedicated to all better. CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Crossover, get your game brain on. And Miller Grove Men's Basketball, Reclaiming the Crown documentary.
And we are coming back out of that timeout and ready for the second half. Obviously, the top 20 players in the camp accolades have been earned with each player's participation in this game. But let's talk about some of the other awards that were garnered here at this weekend's event.
Yeah, many of them are in this top game. Our top rebounder, we talked about him a little earlier, number 79, Javon Dexter. Had a great weekend, really just clean the glass, as we like to say. Kid out of Winter Haven, Florida, and some of you guys might remember, some of the old people might remember, Winter Haven had has a long-standing tradition of some great basketball players. The Johnson brothers that spent a lot of time in the NBA. Frank Johnson with the Suns was an all-star, and Eddie Johnson spent a lot of time here. Was an all-star here with the Hawks for many years. So that's where he's out of. The assist leader was none other than Jamal Mashburn Jr., who we were just talking about. His dad had a great camp in that arena, doing about seven assists a game. And then we gave our Michael. Oh gosh, our all-around award.
Yeah, the Michael K. Gilchrist
there
Award.
There we go, yep. Gilchrist. I'll get it. Thank you, Marcus.
Hey, man, you've done a lot more than me this weekend, man. That's the least I could do was get that little assist.
Yeah, he came here and was really kind of a classic Fab Frosh guy and a super soft guy, we loved his attitude and spirit and named this award after him. And that was given to Jamari Smith, who's also known as Pork Chop. I still haven't gotten the source of where that comes from. But Jamari was great. He played on my team this camp, and I also had him in Junior All-American camp. Fantastic athlete. Just plays with a lot of hustle and energy. So he did great. And then I also was fortunate enough to have on my team the Top Prospect Award, and that went to Jamin Brakefield, a young man. He had to leave a little early, so he's not here in this game. But 6'9" kid out of Mississippi. He really can do some things with the ball. He is going to be special, and looks like he makes it look easy with his skill set.
Three-pointer miss from the top of the key there by Dudley Blackwell.
And then lastly, as ball goes out of bounds and Miles Studi about to bring it in for the white team. Also, most outstanding player for the camp for Fab Frost this year is Jaden Springer, who's number 69. He's in the game playing on the blue team right now. Love Jaden. Had an opportunity to have him, to coach him this year for the first time out of the Charlotte area, and he's undecided at this point about which high school he's going to go to. But he has a special. Ooh, is that athletic or what? Devontae Davis, nice little underhanded hook.
One of our dunk contest participants there.
Yeah, with a little lift in there. But yeah, we had Jaden Springer had a great camp, and has an opportunity to be a top player. Got the ball now on the blue team. Brings it out to Jordan Tolles. Oh, that was a great block. After Jordan made a man move there, great block coming from looks like, is that
99?
99? Okay, Dudley Blackwell out of Florida.
Blackwell trying to get the step added, but they recovered and knock it out of play, but it'll stick with the white All-Stars there along the baseline. Congested in that corner, trying to get out of it in a hurry.
Great ball handling by Devontae Davis to get out of that. Oh, a little overpass in there by Jordan and the big guy. Big Corey Walker scores after getting a late pass there in the lane. As a young man I mentioned earlier that had that we thought might have a concussion, and it was clear that he did not. Great outlet pass from Jordan Tolles down to Corey Walker for the dunk.
Walker makes it 34-32, a 2-point game. Here with just over 6 minutes left to play. That one's partially blocked by Walker.
Yeah, Miles Studi without his feet set and got a nice Walker shot clip. And sometimes, you know, Marcus, it's not really important to block the shot. It's often important to change the shot. And that gives you an opportunity. Kids oftentimes think that you don't have to get everything. Just change the shot, change the arc of the shot. Take the shooter out of his comfort zone. Got a group of substitutes that just came in for the blue team, for both blue and the white team.
So on the floor for the blue squad, you've got 52, Lucy Patterson. You've got 104, C.J. Wilcher. That was number 43 that knocked that one down, I believe, Artwan Burnett.
Right, from a good pass. There's our friend, Rashad McDaniels, who you were looking forward to seeing. Nice, with a nice little layup off the glass.
McDaniels out of the Lou. Shout out to the alma mater, Wash U. Burnett gets it up to the top of the key. Three-pointer off the mark there by number 71, Elijah Wood.
And you think I didn't hear that little sneak in, the little
Had to throw a little Wash U love there, man.
Yeah, we're gonna give you that, and plenty of Missouri representation in this game as well. Oh, nice layup, penetration by Jamal Mashburn Jr.
Three-pointer off the mark, rebound by Caleb Bird.
Yeah, CJ hadn't set his feet and grabbed that and wanted to go for the three-ball knockdown. Again, sometimes the extra dribble. Just the extra dribble will get you 2 or 3 feet closer. And it's a different ball game. Young players, listen up. It does not have to be from 40 feet.
Right. Getting that one to bounce in off the back of the rim. There's 57, Anthony Thomas, who's been consistent throughout this game. He's had a couple stretches where he's gotten a cluster of layups. Just running the floor using that length to finish. Traveling violation going to go against Elijah Wood.
Yeah, ref called that. Sometimes you can do a little much. Elijah going to St. Andrews. St. Andrews in Montgomery County, Maryland, out for anybody who knows that area, out in the Burtonsville area. Burtonsville, Silver Spring.
That was Darius Miles who scored, number 60 in the blue on the other end to make it a 38-39 ball game.
Yeah, Darius, another DC kid, headed to Theodore Roosevelt. Right down on 13th Street, just did the school over again. Magnificent old building. It was a turn of the century high school, and they completely did it over again. But they kept the facade on the building, but everything else is new.
Like
A couple good friends coached there on both the boys and the girls side. And I give a shout out to Rob Nickens and to Eric White. Eric White, big former American University player, done a great job with the girls at that Roosevelt program. And now Rob will be getting a big kid that will be able to help him to the next level. A couple subs in now. I see Cam Byers and going in for the left-hand layup. Came out. They're gonna they got the save, so White will keep the ball.
Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. They turn it over, steal.
Oh.
And that dunk kicks off the back of the rim.
And you just saw how high Jordan Tolles got. Jordan Tolles is just 6'1", but he is an athlete. He's won several of these dunk contests. At a few of the different camps.
Good save. Still trying to keep it alive as Team White. They do so. And they're able to finish. That's a good bucket right there. It's number 120, Cameron Byers laying it in. Good hustle.
Cameron Byers and the young man with the ball, Jordan Tolles, both with the Baltimore United grassroots program. And both headed to St. Francis in Baltimore.
So you get some of the hustle that attributed to that last bucket. You had to save, they throw it in, and then able to get that one up off the window in the nick of time. There was Byers.
It was a nice rebound and great capture there on that last replay.
Ron Dexter, he missed that block opportunity on the defensive end. Didn't miss that last jump hook in the lane, though. Makes it a three-point game. They go for the three to tie it up there. It's off the mark.
Blue team is on the hunt now. Jaden looking to spread the floor a little bit. Clock showing us a little less than 19 seconds.
Now at the free throw line, Jaden Springer. Chance to put this one, help put it away at the free throw line. I've been on my 30 for 30 streak lately. I'm always checking out documentaries. And I don't know about you. I was a big Penny Hardaway fan back in the day, and I was thinking about that Shaq and Penny 30 for 30. And it made me think about Nick Anderson at the free throw line, up 3 against the Houston Rockets in that final series. 4 straight free throws missed. I remember, man, I was so hurt, man. And you knew the series was over with that game. You want to say, hey, we can rebound from game 1, but I think we all knew the series was over after those 4 straight free throw misses.
Well, it's funny that I have felt that way over the years, and then we run into the 2 7-game series we have back-to-back this year.
Yeah.
Where teams were down by 3, and you think there's no way. So they defied Nick Anderson, Shaq, Orlando Magic team by changing that whole process.
They changed the narrative. They try to foul quickly, and look like they get the foul. It'll be 9/10 of a second. And that's a dedicated officiating crew there. I mean, I've seen games with a lot more at stake to where that foul is going to be let go to go ahead and get 3 zeros on the clock. But the officials more focused on finishing this one out and having a quick end to it. So they're going to send him to the free throw line again. And it looks like the young man has no problem going ahead and going there and knocking the free throws down. Another make there for Jaden Springer.
Yeah, and of course Springer was on Team Shabazz this weekend and got the most outstanding player for camp. So it's only what we would think in terms of him being in the mix here. All right, we got a final here.
Final score 43-47. Blue Squad is able to win this one. Appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV, and so does the young man Jordan Tolles. We send you out with this play above the rim. I'm Marcus Burnett. He's David Dickerson. Until next year from the Fab Frosh Camp.